just left, I took the keys and I just kept driving. Sometimes it makes me ill, the child, the church, and the chapel. One time I just left, I took a turn and I never looked back. Sometimes I can't stand the house, the hate, and the hassle. One time I just left, one time I just left. Put my picture in shopping malls, file a report, make some phone calls, plaster my face, subway walls, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause. Pray for the lost cause. One time I fell down, the stumbling blocks sent me sailing. Fell down on the ground in a place where I couldn't get up. One time I fell down, the stumbling blocks sent me sailing. My face, subway walls, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause. Where you go and you know you can never come back. Is there a point of no return? It's where you go and you know you can never come back. Is there a point? Is there a point? Put my picture shopping malls, file a report, make some phone calls, plaster my face on subway walls, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause, pray for the lost cause.
Welcome to this break from Big Silver. Now, usually on the show we interview fans of the band and things like that, but since this is our last official Preamped, we wanted to talk to some of the crew that makes up our illustrious show. We're with Wes Hennings. Now, Wes has been with us since the very first Preamped. How are you, Wes?
I am good. It's been, I guess this is number 5 Preamped, so I've been helping out doing various things. Usually I'm a camera person for those glorious studio shoots that we do, so it's been fun and good experience.
So what have you thought about the show? I know you've had to put up with me, which is not fun anyway, but what have you thought about the show in general, about the differences it has with Channel 6?
I think that the show is really good for Channel 6 because it's really nothing that's ever been done on Channel 6 before. I mean, it's really, I don't know if everybody that watches you out there that are watching realize what a big production it is. I know that Laura Kelley puts in countless hours doing it. I get to see her at the studio shoots doing, when I'm running camera, I get to see her at her most stressful moment because it's the biggest part of the show, and she's running around like, we gotta do this and we gotta do this and the lighting isn't working and I can't do it. But so it always comes out, and she always has some pizza and Cokes for us, so that helps us get through it a little bit. Sometimes it runs late into the evening, but the way it comes together, I think it just provides some variety on Channel 6 and shows some quality student programming that we can produce here.
I was hoping for everybody to think I was calm, cool, and collected, like I am right now. But anyway, well, thank you, Wes, for helping us out. And do you have anything else you want to add about the show before we go to break and come back for more wonderful music?
Preamped rocks. I don't even know what this means.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Hopefully it's nothing bad. Probably not. It could be worse.
I'm sorry, I don't know if it's some kind of gang symbol or something.
Can we even put that on there?
I don't know.
I remember when I was young, sitting on my roof, staring up in the sky, waiting on a falling star. Yeah, those were the days I didn't worry about a thing. Mom took care of me, I didn't care about a thing. And that's the way it used to be. Now everything has changed. I got myself a job, working for the minimum wage. Now working for the weekend, ain't I done rock song anymore. Takes on a whole new meaning. Now I walk through your door, suddenly I'm young. Won't look at you and suddenly I'm young. It's early in the morning, she's got the breakfast on. Won't look at you and suddenly I'm young.
Young was written about my wife. When I met Angela, my wife, I stayed at her house once when I first was kind of getting to know her. And this is really lame, but she made pancakes in the morning, and I just thought that's kind of like what really attracted me to her, because she made food.
I'm young. Won't look at you and suddenly I'm young. It's early in the morning, she's got the breakfast on. Won't look at you and suddenly I'm young. It's a funny situation. Got myself in a bind. See, I love my life without the strife, but the meaning is hard to find. Yeah, the meaning is hard to find. That's how it all began. Man, that was a lie. Now that I've grown old, maybe I could use a wife, but I don't want to be alone. How happy would I be if I took care of you and you took care of me? Suddenly I'm young. Won't look at you and suddenly I'm young. It's early in the morning, she's got the breakfast on. Won't look at you and suddenly I'm young.
A lot of the songs, the Big Silver songs, are pretty simple, and I think that's what we're striving for, is to make it simple. But at the same time, not all the songs are just surface. I mean, I think there is a little bit of depth, because that's what makes me write songs, is just something will happen. Like, there's a song on the second album called The Girl Who Loves the Boy Who Lies, and that, you know, could be taken as a real just everyday, I'm gonna write this song about this, you know, an everyday situation about a girl who's in a bad relationship. But that actually, the idea for the song came from a real experience. But that doesn't mean that the whole song is, everything in the song is true. You know, I mean, you basically start with this idea for a song, and then it can go anywhere.
Isaac writes, 99% of the songs, the lyrics, the tune, and everything. On the first album, there's a song called Roy that was a country song that basically I had the music to it and I didn't have any words. And Isaac come up with some words and kind of a collaboration in that way. I either have an idea or I'll have maybe a guitar riff or something, and Isaac will just do something with it. So my contribution is minimal, but Isaac's just a good songwriter and a good musician.
Well, the first album we made was, we were just so ready to record the songs that I think you can tell by listening to it, we didn't really leave a lot of space in the songs. It was like we were just playing as hard as we could on a lot of the stuff. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think that it's telling of the energy that was on the first album, because we had just really, wanted to record really bad.
I think the new album I think the sound is better. I think our musicianship is better. I think you can just tell the maturity of the band had gotten better. Chemistry had started growing just because we played more. And I think the second album, I think it's a little bit more diverse. There's a couple, just pretty much hardcore country songs, a little bit more laid back, and I think the first one maybe a little bit more rock and roll oriented.
We recorded both of them at Blue Chair Recording out in between Austin and Ward, Arkansas, with Darren Stribling. The first one we went in and did live. We all got in the same room and cut the rhythm tracks, I think the rhythm guitar, and did it all together. And it has, I think it has more of that feel to it. The second one is a little more produced. We took a little more time with it, a lot more time with it actually, and really got into the songs and thought what they needed, what they didn't need, and it's a little more brainier, I guess, in the first one.
We set out to, do it again and take our time and try to make the best record we could with what we had. And so we spent a lot of time, on especially guitar sounds. We would come in and work a whole day just getting the right sound and maybe just one guitar track laid down for that particular song. And even if we put down a guitar track and decided that it wasn't right for the song, then on another day we would scrap that track completely and go back and re-mic it and use a different amp and experiment with a different sound that we thought captured the song best.